credits. 2014, December 23rd, 2014, falling into place. The JSEP2. The mighty JSE. It's the pretty one with the birch trees on the cover. Haven't actually produced a physical release of this yet. About this album. I think I should write that. Our first official release under the modified moniker, the Mighty JSE, also marks the recorded debut of our newest member, though he's been performing with us since 2012, James M. Graham. The JSEP2, though yet to be pressed or printed down at process, manufactured, assembly. The JSEP2, though yet to be pressed and printed. Yeah, that's good enough, right? Pressed and or printed? That's too complicated. The JSEP2, though yet. Though yet doesn't sound like a good though yet. What is though yet? The JSEP2, yet. You need it's like a redundant. The JSEP2, still yet. No, that's still redundant. Still to be pressed and released. The JSEP2, yet. The JSEP2, as of now. How about this? As of now, out of print, and I'm going to do the official abbreviation OOP. The JSEP2, as of now, OOP. So people won't know what the fuck. I love it. The JSEP2, as of now, OOP, continues our tradition. Why is it ours? It's not a letter. Continues the band's tradition of releasing new free music. Or should it be free new music? Releasing free? Yeah, it should be free new, not new free. Free new. I don't know why. It's not an alphabetical thing. It was more of a just looked right time right. Continues the best tradition of releasing free new music for the holidays. 5 years and counting. That's the about. Album credits. This should be moved up into the about. Wait till you hear this. Produced by J Sharp. I've been changing my credits lately. J Sharp Esquire. So everything else is J Sharp Esquire. And now that that's all been done, except that obviously, now it started saying things are produced, directed, mastered, mixed, all the important stuff. The songwriting is still J Sharp Esquire. The playing is still J Sharp Esquire, J Sharp esque. But now on all of the art direction and publishing and writing and cover art, illustration, producing, mixing, mastering, anything I do like that, I'm using my pen name that I use for my poetry, my books. J, because my name is Jason John Joseph Sharp. That is my real name. I'm not saying Triple J. That'd be cute if I was a rapper, right? But all the recording will say an album credits now on Bandcamp for Falling Into Place, 2014's release, Falling Into Place, produced by J. Joseph Sharp. J. Joseph Sharp. J. Joseph Sharp. That's my band name. J. Joseph Sharp. J. Joseph Sharp. J. Joseph Sharp. That's my name. Don't wear it out. J. Joseph Sharp. Produced by J. Joseph Sharp. With additional engineering by Thomas Mester at Flood, Gowanus, Brooklyn. And mixed. Wait to hear this. And mixed by Eric Claptop at the Doghouse in Brooklyn, New York. I'm not going to mention Ocean Hill. Sometimes I do. Mastered by Farzin Fard at 3F Music, United Arab Emirates. That is a real credit. I hope because I put Eric Laptop, or sometimes I say Elijah Should is playing keys on our releases, also me. Sometimes I wonder if because of the cutesy fake names, if people think that all the names are fake. Like I hope no one reads Farzin Fard and thinks that's a fake name. It sounds like a fake name. I hate to say that, Farzin. What name is Farzin? Well, if you're in the United Arab Emirates, I could take a guess. But I won't, because that's actually a racist thing to do. James M. Graham joined us live for our second record release show. Seriously, at the last minute. Talk about jumping on the bandwagon. He quite literally jumped on stage. And I mean, I wanted to point out bandwagon. We are the band, but I didn't know how to write that in. So, talk about jumping on the bandwagon. He literally jumped on the stage at the close of our second set for the encores in capital letters. It was at that moment we all knew we were mighty. Can you be more dramatic? This is our first official release and recordings by the mighty JSE. I love that sentence. Feel filled with pride. Cover photo by Gary Knight. The cover photo by Gary Knight is being used. Oh, it should be cover photo taken. Here we go. Or snap. No. Cover photo taken by Gary Knight and is being used not for profit as part of our annual Christmas present to our fans. Present is too much. Christmas gift. Maybe I should say holiday gift. Cover photo taken by Gary Knight and is being used not for profit. I have to add the hyphens in there. Not hyphen. Dash. For dash. You know, everyone says dash, but it's not. It's a hyphen. A dash is actually the slash, and the other backslash is the dash. So if you were to say dash, or I think, no, that's underscore. Who cares? Cover photo taken by Gary Knight and is being used not for profit as part of our annual Christmas gift to you. Fuck the fans. No, there's no fanatic. Well, that's not true. I've had 3 stalkers in my life. But not, I don't think that. Well, the first one did. Okay, let me shut up. That and all additional artwork and photography appears under the Creative Commons license, and I give a HTTP colon backslash Creative Commons license in fornication, in fornication, in a fornication. Insert liners and back cover photographs by James M. Graham. We should have said photography. Let's see, does that sound right? Insert liners and back cover photographs. Insert liner and back cover photography, James M. Graham. That makes sense, doesn't it? Insert liners and back cover. Insert liners and back cover photography. Courtesy, James M. Graham. Courtesy, that's a nice word. Back cover. Should it just say all photography or just photography courtesy James M. Graham? I like that better. Get rid of inserts, liners, back cover. We don't need to. All the photography. Because the front cover, we clearly established is by Gary Knight. So then should it say all other? All additional. All additional. I hope that doesn't sound like I'm slighting him. It's so tricky doing this. It may seem silly that I'm giving it this much thought, but trust me, to stand the test of time, and when you look back at these things, they're either glaringly wrong or there's embarrassing cringe moments. So if you just do it right like this, really labor over every word and punctuation mark the first time, you do it right. And then it's still not, like, this is just on Bandcamp. I can go tomorrow and edit it, which I probably will. But after, like, honestly, I'm such a perfectionist. After, like, 5 or 6 edits, it's usually, okay, press it to the CD, the vinyl, the whole shebang! Cover photo taken by Gary Knight is being used not for profit. See, that still sounds weird to me. It's still clunky. Cover photo taken by Gary Knight is being used, like, charitably, 5013C, 4013C, as being LLC. Cover photo taken. I stole it, and it sounds like I stole it. How about this? Cover photo, courtesy. How about this? Front cover. How about this? Art direction. J. Joseph. Art direction. J. Joseph Sharp. And cover. And front cover. Art direction, layout, and design. Artwork. Art direction, layout, and design by J. Sharp. With front cover With Gary Knight's birch trees appearing courtesy of. Gary Knight appears courtesy of. Ah, that's how I do it. Gary Knight appears courtesy of Creative Commons. C-O-U-R. I don't need spell check. As soon as I do it, I know it's wrong. Appears courtesy of. Not appears. Courtesy of Gary Knight's. Front cover. Birch trees. Photograph. Should it say birch trees photography? Birch tree photography? Birch tree photography makes it sound like there's more of it inside. I think it should be birch tree photography. Or birch trees photographed. It's too specific thing. Birch trees photographs. It's like little red marble pearl on the counter, photographed by Gary Knight. Art direction, layout, and design by J.J. Joseph Sharp. Album cover photographed by Gary Knight, or album cover of Birch Trees, or not even mention album cover. Art direction, layout, design by J.J. Joseph Sharp. Birch Trees photographed by Gary Knight. How about this? Album cover, and then in parentheses, Birch Trees photographed. Because if you say album cover photographed by, it's gonna be like, wait, it's a picture of a package, like album cover, Birch Trees in parentheses, photographed by Gary Knight, who appears. Gary Knight. No, it doesn't need to say appears. Photographed by Gary Knight. Uh, semicolon. No, semicolon's the two dots. What's the comma dot one called? Because that's a semicolon. A colon is the two dots. A semicolon is the comma dot. Okay, semicolon. And then you have to capitalize the C, I think. Album cover, Birch Tree. No, you don't have to capitalize the C. I know that I've seen semicolons and then a lowercase following. Art direction, layout design by J. Joseph Sharp. This doesn't mean it's right though if you see it. Album cover, Birch Trees, photographed by Gary Knight. No by. Album cover, Birch Trees, photographed Gary Knight. No, it should say by. If it says by J. Joseph Sharp, then Gary Knight's bisexual too. Art direction, layout, and design by J. Joseph Sharp. Album cover, Birch Trees, photographed by Gary Knight. Courtesy, creative license. Courtesy of Creative Commons license. Blah, blah, blah. With additional photography. With all, and I'm just doing this in case I do design later and I have all of James's stuff in the archives. I may decide to throw something together. With all additional photography, or sometimes I say black and white photography because that's all he works with. That's when he did our band photo, which is really weird. We got the famous black and white photographer to do our band photo, and it's not fucking black and white. Whatever. Art direction, layout, design by J.J. Joseph Sharp. Album cover, and what the fuck? He cut out Susan's head from one take and put it on another, but he photoshopped, and it's butcher. And there's just like a black glob over half of her face, like he was trying to shade it in and make it look shadowed. So it would match because she was standing a little differently, directly under a light than the other one. So to match the white light balance. Oh my god. With all additional photography, with art direction, layout, and design by J. Joseph Sharp. Album cover, Birch Trees, photographed by Gary Knight. Courtesy of Creative Commons license. Blah, blah, blah. Here's the link. With all additional photography, with, doesn't need the with. All additional, it doesn't need the all. It does. It's just saying additional photography. It sounds model. All additional photography and additional design. Art direction went to me, but he gets additional design credit as illustrator and layout guy. All additional photography and additional design. See, it's two additionals. It's not good. All additional photography and design. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of the all. I think. I was on the fence. I'm gonna try it. Additional photography. Courtesy. Let's use the word courtesy again. How about that? That's fancy. And wait till you hear what not precedes this. What comes after it proceeds. It's so ridiculous that I'm making this sound stuffy and official because wait till you hear the tone I use next. Digital photography courtesy James M. Graham for the JSE at no, not at. It's a copyright logo. Digital photography courtesy of James M. Graham. Courtesy James M. Graham. Do you need a hyphen or a colon? Courtesy. Additional photography courtesy